All right, here we go. Here we go. We got 21.5 B main coming at you just a few minutes. 21.5 drivers, let's get them out here.
Justin Mitchell. Gilbert Lozano. Keith Hayter.
All right, so we got Lozano in the 8, Justin Mitchell in the 7, Anton in the 6, Hayter in the 5, McConnell in the 4. Scratch that. I don't think McConnell's making it. And Finch in the 3, Sora in the 2, and Mike Blythe on the 1. All right, let's get them all gridded up, grid them up. Grid them up, Finch. Why are you going down the? Why are you going, buddy? Let's get them in the lines. Let's get this thing going. Where's Anton at? Anton's in. Oh, there you are. All right. So we got everyone up there except for Zach, and Zach's not going to make it. You already told me that. All right, here. All right. 21.5 B main coming at you at the sound of the tone. We're taking the top 2 to the A main. On your toes, boys. Less than 5. Anton. What in the world did you do, buddy? All right, we got a clean start. Anton tried to go a whole 5 minutes without a nut on his rear wheel. He made it one turn. Poor guy. So he's down. So Mike Blythe taking the whole shot. Watch the straightaway. There is a melee in the straightaway. Mike Blythe getting that whole shot. Sora in the 2 spot. And then I think that was Hayter that moved up into the 3, but he gets it wrong. It's going to have to get marshaled out. That's going to move Finch back into the 3. So we got 1 and 2 breaking away from the crowd here. Blythe in the 1, Sora in the 2. They just need to work together. We got the TLR Blythe by the start. Scratch that. Associated by Blythe by the start-finish line. And then associated to Sora. And then we got the battle for 3 is on. Hayter looking to pick up the pieces for that battle for 3. 1 and 2 working their way. Blythe by the start-finish line. The gap was 2 seconds. The gap is now 5.2. And that is your leader coming down there, Mr. Hayter. Thank you very much. All right, so we got Mitchell and Finch battling it out for that 3 spot. Lozano's in the 3 spot. Scratch that. And here comes Finch down the straightaway. Beats him out on the drag race. So it looks like Finch is going to move into that 3 spot. Mike Blythe is off to the races here. Looking good in his associated ride. Silver body with the white wheels. Raw speed tires by the start finish line. Gap was 6.4 between 1 and 2. It is now 4.5. So we got Blythe, Sora, Finch, Lozano, Mitchell, Hayter is our running order with 2 minutes down and 3 to go. Oh, he spun out. He's still behind you. Oh, and he got back up. That was Lozano with a little bit of bad luck there. Hayter getting around by the start-finish line. He gets back up and running. Finch looking solid in that 3, but we got Justin Mitchell in the hunt. Only 3 seconds out the back door. Our closest race is going to be between... Oh, that was our number 2 guy getting mixed up with somebody. Both white cars. I think that allowed Finch to shore up a little bit. So now that's Finch on the tail of the number 2 spot. So we got the number 2. We got the battle between number 2 right now. Sora and Finch working their way through that center section. Help them out, help them out. All right. Oh, wow. The 2-3 spot. Those two are going at it, but we got racers in between them. Please let them get by there. Mr. Lozano, that is number 2 coming up behind you. Mitchell, you got number 3 right behind you. Oh, so we got Mitchell moving into that 2 spot. Finch gets it wrong, so that's allows Sora to go back into the 3 spot here. And Mike Blythe is working his way onto the straightaway. And he is gone. He's got the window rolled down. Bumping some Snoop Dogg. Going through that bull turn. Over that kicker. Over the floater. And by the start-finish line, he's enjoying a 12-second lead there. Justin Mitchell now off that straightaway, working his way into the center section. Puts it upside down. He's on the triple side. Triple side, triple side. There he goes. All right, so he had a pretty good lead there in that 2 spot. Lost a lot of seconds there. Oh, and it's gone from bad to worse for Justin Mitchell. There goes Sora back into the 2. So Sora, after a series of mistakes from Mitchell, gets it wrong. Then they both get it wrong at the rumble strip. Now it's Mitchell to the 2. Sora in the 3. They're working their way on Mr. Lozano. Mr. Lozano, that is a battle for that last transfer spot right behind you there. Please do not interfere with them as they're working their way through that center section. Thank you very much. Game on, game on, game on. All right, so right now we got Mitchell and Sora going at it by the start-finish line. Over the rumble strip they go right now. Mitchell's about 3 car lengths ahead of Sora as they both jump onto the straightaway. And here they come down the straightaway with less than 7. We'll see if they're going to get by for another one. I don't know if they will or not. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that is going to be it. Keep going, keep going. Justin Mitchell sneaks away that 2 spot. Sora, you were done. Blythe, you were done. Mr. Finch, you were done. Lozano, you were done. Waiting on Keith Hayter. He's our last driver. That is a race. That is a race. I'll stop. Taking the win. And that first transfer spot is Mike Blythe. And in the 2, Justin Mitchell. You two are going to the A main coming up here. Race number 4. So make sure you make your proper accommodations to make that race. We are going to need all of you out on the track, please. Race number 2, 17.5 B mains coming at you here in just a minute or so. We're going to get the track dusted off here. And a little change of schedule. We're going to be doing water after race number 3. So after race number 3, we're going to put water down, and that'll take us to the end of the night. All right, let's get our blowers down. Let's get all of our B-Main 21.5 drivers out on the field, please. All right, race number 2, 17.5 B-Main. Go ahead and roll them out. Check them in. Huh? You don't like the... It don't bother me. All right. No one else down the straightaway.
Student driver.
So in the 6, Brian Davis. In the 5, Chad Mara. In the 4, Aaron King. In the 3, Randy Locken. In the 2,
Dan Collinsworth.
And our pole setter for the night, William Mara, for that B main. All right, everyone, grid them up.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, so we got a 6-car dance. 6 are going to enter. Only 2 are going to punch their ticket to the A main in race number 5. Let's make sure we get a full complement of marshals out here. Looks like we do.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, let's keep it clean. All right, Mara, you
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Take 0 for me. Thank you, sir. All right, we're ready to kick the tires, light the fires. Gather around, 75B main. Coming at you at the start of the tone. Amaro with a slow start off the tone there. But everyone got to sort it out. We got a decent start. It's Amara, Collinsworth, locking. Somebody, and Aaron King. All right, Dan Collinsworth made a move. He's into the 1 spot. Mara drops down to the 2. And then we got Locking in the 3 in the hunt. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Coming by the start-finish line. And the 4 car of Chad. And then we got Brian Davis and Aaron King hashing it out for the 5-6 spot. Mara and Collinsworth neck and neck. Collinsworth went double single. Mara went huge. Didn't lose too much time there. Randy Locken not too far off the 1-2 spot either. So we got 1, 2, and 3 working their way onto the straightaway right now. It's Dan Collinsworth, William Mara. Randy Locken goes by the start finish line as well. 3 seconds separates first through third. And Mr. Davis, you're going to have your leaders working up on you shortly. Watching the center section. Oh, no, he got caught. Oh, we had 2 cars get collected there. Mara getting the worst end of the deal, having to get marshaled out. He drops back into the 3 spot. So we got Dan Collinsworth out front now. Randy Locken in that 2 spot, working their way through the chicane. And Mr. Mara, you're going to have your leaders looming in behind you here shortly. Dan Collinsworth and Randy Locken. Oh, Mara got it wrong again, going on that straightaway. Thank you, Chad. Game on. All right, Dan Collinsworth and Randy Locken going at it. Both TLR cars going out. Oh, Dan Collinsworth puts it upside down, marshals himself. That allows Locken to get into that 2 spot. Mr. King, that's first place working with you. Thank you very much. So smooth and steady, Randy Locken in his TLR Raw Speed ride, working his way over that floater double by the start finish line into that 1 spot. And here's Dan Collinsworth. The gap is 3 seconds right now. William Mara is not too far behind. He made up quite a bit of time on Dan Collinsworth. So there's Dan Collinsworth out the straightaway. William off the straightaway. The gap was 1.3 between second and third. We'll see where they are when they come by the line here with 2:30 and 2:30 to go. 1.2 separates Dan Collinsworth. William charging hard here. William trying to charge hard on old Dan Collinsworth. Dan Collinsworth trying to keep it smooth and steady. He wants that last transfer spot. Randy Locken checking out a little bit off the mistakes from 2 and 3. Working his way through that rumble section. Thank you, Mr. King. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Davis. That was Mr. Davis. So we got Randy off the straightaway, enjoying a 3.3 second lead. 7/10 of a second separate Dan Collinsworth, and he feels Mara breathing down his neck as they work their way through that bull turn with a minute 50 left. Someone got it upside down the rumble strip. Oh, Mara got seems like Mara's catching the bad end of every single tie up there. That allows Dan to stretch out just a tad there. So Randy now with a 2.2 second lead, scratch that 3 second lead. And William doing everything he can to close that gap on Dan Collinsworth with a minute 25 left. There's Dan down the straightaway. There's William down the straightaway. We got our leader, Randy Locken, working his way on Chad here, coming through there. Nice miss there. William Mara flips it upside down through that bull turn. So Mara's definitely got those hot laps, but DC's got the consistency. And it's paying off right now with 62 seconds left. Randy Locken, 3.3 hours. He comes by the start-finish line. Watching the rumble section. That's their leader there. And then second place is going to be working up on Chad Mara here through that rumble strip. That's second place coming up behind you. We'll see how this works out coming out the straightaway. There's Dan Collinsworth coming up on Chad there, working his way through that center section. Chad gets a little bit wrong, picks a little piece of Dan, but looks like William also got it wrong there. So Randy Locken stretching out. He's got 7.4 on second place. And Dan Collinsworth got 3.1 on third. 20 seconds left. There goes your leader by the start-finish line. Looks like most everyone's probably going to get back for one more. There goes Dan Collinsworth. That's going to be your second place driver working up on you, Mr. Davis. Easy enough. And then William Mars doing everything he can to come up on. Oh, William. Dan Collinsworth gets it wrong. Spins it a little wide there. Either working their way through the center section. So it's Dan Collinsworth and William Mars going at it. William tries to go big, and it does not pay off. And that is time. Out is time. Dan Collinsworth going to take that second transfer spot. William Mars going to have to settle for that 3 spot. And here comes Randy Locken taking his victory lap, and he is done waiting on Aaron King, and that is a race. That is a race. I'll stop. Randy and Dan, you guys are going to transfer to that A main, race number 5.
The race
We're
is
going to need
completed.
all those B main drivers out on the field to Marshall, and our two-wheel drive stadium / short course is coming at you next. All right, let's get our blowers down. Let's get all of our 17.5 B main drivers out on the track, please. And race number 3, you guys can go ahead and roll them out and check them in. Oh, Brian Davis is running back to back. All right, in the 5 spot, Perry Mayfield. In the 4, Brian Davis. In the 3,
1
Joe
minute to the start of the race. Passmore Garrett.
In the 2, Leah Anderson.
Perry Mayfield.
And, I screwed
Justin
this
Mitchell.
up here. Let's do this. We're going to go in the 6, Perry Mayfield. In the 4, or in the 5, Brian
45
Davis.
seconds to the start of the race.
I'll get this right eventually, I promise. We're going to let
Nick
Brian
Bayet.
Davis hop on up here. All right, if you guys want to dial it back just a little
30
bit,
seconds
we're
to
going
the
to let
start of the
Brian Davis take a lap. No one else down the straightaway. Nick Bayet, go ahead, you can go. No one else down the straightaway. No one else down the straightaway. All right, let's put Garrett. Garrett, you're in the 1 spot. Let's put you up front.
15 seconds to the start of the
Garrett
race.
brought out his racing body. Oh no, wait, we got 2 short courses out there now. He didn't make the second one, but he's going to make the main.
Less
All
than
right.
5.
So we're going to put Garrett in the 1, and then we're going to put Bayette in the 2, Leah in the 3, Joe Brooks in the 4, Brian Davis in the 5, Perry Mayfield in the 6, and in the 7 we're going to put Justin Mitchell. Where are our B main drivers at? 17.5 B main. I need you out on the track, please. Where is William Mara? William Mara, where you at, buddy? Need you out here marshalling, kid. Where is Dan? What is going on here, boys? Dan Collinsworth. Man, he gets second in the B main, thinks he doesn't have to marshal. Get off your high horse. Grab a cone. All right. So, Dan, we got Dan out here. Randy, where's Randy Locken? Randy's there. Aaron King's out there. Chad's out there. And Brian Davis is racing. So, we need one marshal on, we need one on cone number 6. And then, Dan, if you'll just, you'll come down here right underneath the driver's stand. We need one marshal on cone number 6. Yeah, out there. Yeah, thanks, Tucker. I appreciate it. All right, let's keep it clean here, boys and girls, and let's get it on at the sound of the tone. Garrett looking good in that short course. So Brian Davis getting wrong on the other side of the track. So Garrett running this all-white short course, and rumor has it he's running a 17.5. So these Stadium Truck boys are running 13.5. He is smoking in this 75, so he's still going to be in the lead. Leah is going to move into that 2 spot. And don't worry, we're still going to track you as stadium and short course by times. But right now, I'm going to call you out as you are on the track. So we got Garrett out front, Leah in the 2. Justin Mitchell found his way into the 3 spot. Nick Bayette's in the 4. Then we got Perry and Davis going at it. Down the straightaway they come. Yokomo versus Associated working their way in that center section. We still got Garrett out top, but Leah's not letting him get away from her. No, she spins it sideways and dodges traffic. Nice work, Leah. Justin Mitchell moves into that 2 spot, so we got the short courses dominating the dojo here. 1:15 in. Apparently, you guys are getting a 7-minute main. Sorry about that. I'll fix that after here. We are not going to do extended mains, I don't think. So our short course and steam truck, they are going to get extended mains. They are the only ones that will, though. We are moving to 5-minute mains after this here. Try and make some adjustments. So we got Garrett out front, Mitchell in the 2. He spins it a little sideways and gets a little bump from Nick Bayette. So Nick Bayette's going to move into that 2 spot. Then Bayette spins it around by the start-finish line. Here comes Justin Mitchell. So Bayette and Mitchell going at it over the whoop section through the chicane. Nice. All right. We got squared away here. We are all on 5-minute mains. Richard Lake got us switched on the fly here. Okay. All right. So 2:50 in, 2:10 to go. Garrett out front. Mitchell found his way into the 2 spot. Nick Bayette not letting him get away, however. So we got Nick Bayette in the 3, Leah in the 4, Brian Davis, and then Mayfield rounds out the field here. With a minute 55 left, We're going to be blowing off the track and put some water down after this race. Aaron Brown, will you sauce my tires when you're done there? Minute 30 left. Oh, that's Perry getting upside down on the whoop section. Looks like Nick Bayette made a moved back into that 2 spot. So him and Mitchell been going at it the whole race. Right now it's Bayette out front through that whoop section in the chicane with Mitchell in tow. They both come onto the straightaway. Both stick to Lagany. Watch the bull turn. That was Leah getting it upside down. That was our, I believe that's our 4 car. So the gap between 2 and 3 was 0.7. It is still 0.7. There's our leader, Garrett, off the straightaway. Oh, no, that was Bayette getting wrong another bull turn while the marshal was elsewhere. So he falls back. Justin reaps the dividends and moves into that 2 spot. With our closing seconds, we got 25 seconds left. And if I'm not mistaken, we got Garrett falling back a little bit, and Justin Mitchell's now in the hunt for that top spot. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayfield. And then Garrett pushes it wide. That allows Justin to get around. So now Justin, who was fighting his way for that 2 spot, found himself in the lead. After an unfortunate mishap, I thought Garrett had checked out, but fortunately something happened and he got caught. So, and that is time. All right, so we got, you are going to be done when you cross the line. So we got Justin Mitchell taking the win. Garrett's in the 2. Bayette's taking the win for Stadium Truck. Leah taking the 2 in Stadium Truck. Brian Davis, Pay Merrifield. That is it. All stop.
The race is
Marshals,
completed.
please grab your blowers. Marshals, please grab your blowers. And put a little water down before we get 21-5 A main underway.
Justin Mitchell. Mike Caller. Nick Byett. Leigh Anderson. Mike Blythe. Mike Cocote. Kevin Cornwell. Leigh Anderson. Randy Cole.
All right, let's get some marshals out here.
Robert Morgan.
We need a handful of marshals out here. A handful of marshals out here. In the 10, Justin Mitchell. In the 9, Mike Blythe. In the 8, Leah Anderson. In the 7, Mike Collar. In the 6, Kevin Cornwell. In the 5, Nick Bayette. In the 5, Mike Cocott. In the 3, Les Anderson. In the 2, Randy Cole. And our top qualifier for the night, Robert Morgan. We need a handful of marshals out here. We got people doing double races, so they're not able to help. We're going to need some help from the field out here. We need some help out of the pits, please. All right, boys and girls, let's grid them up. Let's grid them up. No one else down the straightaway. No one else down the straightaway. We got someone caged up there in the pipes. We need several marshals out, please. Several marshals out. Thank you, guys. Would you mind sliding over here onto the 0 cone? Oh, no, you're heading that way, so we need one on the bench, one in the chicane, and then one off the end of the straightaway, cone number 0. We need someone on cone number 0. Would you take cone number 0 right there, please, sir? Awesome, thank you. All right, we had one on 1, and now they moved down, so we need one on cone number 1. Down in the chicane. We need one down in the chicane. One down in the chicane. Lindsay's going to hook it up. Yeah, all right. Cool. Thank you again. Thank you again. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, up on the stand. Keep it clean. Touch gloves. Come out swinging to the sound of the tone. Let's get it on. Well done, well done. We got a clean start. We got a clean start. Watch someone in the center. Watch someone in the bowl. Someone's in the bowl, upside down in the bowl. I'm not sure who that was. That was Cocott. Got it upside down. Morgan and Cole going at it down the straightaway. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, Bayette bonks it, getting in to that straightaway. He drops down several. We got a big old mess of cars going through that center section. Triple side, triple side, triple side, triple side. All right, and go, and go. Oh, shoot. Watch on the tabletop. Watch on the tabletop. We got someone upside down on the face of the tabletop. All right, so we got carnage ensuing in the backfield. Robert Morgan, Cole get out front. Les Anderson moves his way into the 3. Cornwell in the 4. Cocott finds his way back up into the 5 spot after that unfortunate start. So he's making strides early on. We are 1 minute into our 5-minute main. Morgan trying to check out a little bit. Cole steps it sideways just a tad. He's still solid in that 2 spot. And then Les Anderson and Cornwell are going at it for that 3 spot. Cole gets it wrong into the chicane. And there's the Les and Cornwell. So 2, 3, and 4 down the straightaway. Morgan taking advantage of the early mistakes. Leah getting it wrong in that rumble strip. That's going to be Leah coming up on you, Leah. Cole's holding strong on that 2. Les in the 3. Cornwell flips it over but doesn't lose too much ground. They're all down the straightaway now. 1:45 in, 3:15 to go. Cocott still in that 5 spot. Then we got Collar and Blythe. Scratch that. Bayette and Blythe. Collar is the order. Then Mitchell, and then Leah. Leah, you're going to have the 2 car of Randy Cole coming up on you. Les pushes it wide and lets Cornwell get around, so Cornwell gets around to the 3. Leah wisely waits. That was very nice, Leah. So Leah showing some patience. Lets those lead cars get around as they battle it out. Looks like Leah parked it into the pipe and is going to have to tap out with an unfortunate break. So we have 3, 4, and 5 all working together. They're all going to have to work together to catch up Cole. Cole's got a pretty good lead on them right now. A couple turns right now. Morgan trying to stretch out. Morgan is coming up on Justin Mitchell. So you see that green car coming up on you. That's going to be your leader. Cole's got some clean air out in front of him. And then Cornwell, Les Anderson. Oh, they bobbled up. They bumped off a pipe and got bobbled up. Les got the short end of the stick. Cornwell moves into that 3 spot. with Kokot giving
2 minutes
chase.
left.
So Kokot moved up another position here and is vying to try to take another one. There is our leader by the start-finish line. The gap was 3.2. Oh, no, our 3-4 guys got tangled up there in that floater. Cornwell hangs on to that 3 spot. Kokot's Lumen less able to close a lot of the distance. Cornwell gets it wrong going down the straightaway. He spins out. That allows Kokot and Les to get around. So now Kokot moves into the 3 as Cole's working his way through the chicane, trying to gain some ground on Morgan. Morgan's off the straightaway. Gap was 2.8. We'll see where they are when they come around by the start-finish line with a minute 12 left. Minute 12 left. There's our leader coming up on Mr. Blythe. That is your leader working up on you. And then we got Cole in the 2. Looks like Callum moved in that 4 spot. Kokot dropped down to the 5. So 3 seconds between first and second right now. So our close battles have kind of thinned out right now. The closest battle is going to be between first and second, which is 3.1 seconds. With 38 seconds left, 38 seconds left. There's Robert through that bull turn. "25 seconds. Robert through the chicane. He's coming up on, I believe that is Bayette. So Morgan gets around Bayette. You're going to have Cole coming up on you next in that 2 spot. Looks like our 3 battle kind of got hung up there. Kokot moved, I believe, into the 3 there on that. We'll see what happens when they come by the start-finish line. So right now we got Morgan, Cole. Then we got Kokot. And I believe, yeah, Kokot Anderson is going to be in that 4 spot, looming back there. And that is time on the clock. Time on the clock. Les Anderson, you are done. Cornwell, you are done in the 5. And there's our winner, Robert Morgan, go by the start-finish line, taking that win in the 2. Randy Cole, Mike Kokot's got 3 all sewn up. Just got to float over that double and cross the start-finish line. So in these last cars, Blythe is going to be the last car. Blythe soaking up that track time by the start-finish line. He goes, that is the race, that is the race. I'll stop. Robert Morgan taking the win. Randy Cole in the 2, Mike Kokot in the 3. So we got 17-5 aiming coming at you next.
City. Rich Williams.
All right. All right, guys, blowers down. I'm going to need all those drivers from our 21-5 race out here to Marshall. Should have 9 of you. I shouldn't have anybody back to back. I didn't call track open.
1 minute to the start of the race.
You all can go. Let's do what you like, guys.
Local
do what
legend.
you like. Oh, did they? They heard.
Willie
I
Amos
guess
Smith. Kyler Cornwell. Been there, done that. Dan Collinsworth. Jimmy Leff. Taco Tuesday. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, back straight is now closed. Back straight
Randy Locken.
is now closed. Had Randy get past start finish line. And the 10.
30 seconds to the start of the
Dan
race.
Collinsworth. In the 9, Randy Locken. In the 8, Rich Williams. In the 7, Kyler Cornwell. In the 6, Jimmy Leff. In the 5, Brian Day. In the 4, Tristan Mara. I'll fix that time real quick. In the 4, Tristan Mara. In the 3, Scott Spear. In the 2, Richard Lake. And our TQ poster tonight is Willie Amos Smith. Mike is on the 6, right? I have somebody on the 8. I should have 9 guys. Hey, Robert, would you rather have him there or over there? Mike, would you rather have Mike there or over there? Oh, Nick, could you get this corner over here for me? Sorry, I did not see him coming out. Thank you, Nick. Would rather have him there. Yeah, never mind. All right, guys. Marshals, watch your areas and not the race. Drivers, keep it clean through that first little sweeper there and then get after it, trying to have some fun. We're going live in less than 5. It's our 17.5A main. Stock spec, Willie Amos Smith leading us out. Scott and Richard right. Oh, Scott makes a pass inside of Richard. Pushes Richard a little sideways. They both get a little bit wrong. That puts Tristan Mara to the 2. As they come onto the straightaway, Scott goes big, goes inside, cannot pull out the pass. Jimmy Leffler goes inside of Scott, gets him sideways, and now that puts Scott and Jimmy to the back. Let's see if they can drive it back. They got another 4.5 minutes to go. As your leader comes onto the straightaway, that's Willie Amos Smith. With Tristan Mara in the 2, Richard in the 3, Kyler in the 4. Oh, Richard gets it a bit wrong. Kyler goes by. As they go into the middle part of the track, Brian Day in the 5. Looks like Rich Williams has moved up to the 6. I can't see behind that hill, and I didn't see. Oh, caution going to the start-finish line. Look like Rich got a little bit wrong. Jimmy Leffler goes by, but we go back to our leader going through the bowl section to the start-finish line. That's really Amos Smith. Tristan Mara in the 2, Kyler Cornwell in the 3, Richard Lake in the 4, Brian Day in the 5, Scott Spear in the 6, Jimmy Leff in the 7, Rich Williams in the 8. Looks like RL Randy Locken in the 9 and DC in the 10. That is your running order with 3:30 to go. 3:30 to go. Your leader over the tabletop through the whoops into the Laguna Seca part of the track onto the straightaway. That's Willie Amos Smith. B6.3D going through the sweeper. Black, blue, and white with white wheels. In the 2 is Tristan Mara having a great run tonight going through the bowl turn, trying to hold off a hard-charging Kyler Cornwell as they come to the line. Both guys driving 5.0s as they go through the tabletop into the Laguna Seca part of the track. Tristan goes real high, so does Kyler as they come to the middle part of the track. That is our closest race on the track right now. For second and third, Tristan and Kyler battling it out through the tabletop as they come into the back part of the track onto the straightaway. Tristan keeping the door shut on Kyler as they're coming up on Randy Locken. And that's second and third coming up on you, going through the bull turn as your leader goes through the tabletop, coming up on some back markers. Looks like he's coming up on Rich and DC as they come down the straightaway there, coming into the middle part of the track. As Kyler made it by Tristan as they come through the sweeper at the end of the straightaway. Kyler Cornwell in the 2, Tristan in the 3 as they go through the bowl section towards the start-finish line. Kyler gives it a little bit of a whip. Tristan all over his rear end as they go to the back side of the track. Tristan goes inside, lets him get the position back. Caution on the back straight. It is clear. That is second and third with you, Dan. Thank you very much, Dan. Appreciate that. You got fourth coming up on you, too. That's Richard. But your leader going through onto the straightaway, coming up on the backside of, looks like Rich Williams as he comes into the middle part of the track. That is Willie Amos Smith. He's on an 18.514 right now, checking out from this race as your second place and third place cars are still battling out, coming to the start-finish line. Kyler Cornwell over the tabletop into the Laguna Seca behind Rich as they go onto the straightaway. Oh, no, Kyler's one car back. That is Randy Locken battling with Rich for that position as Kyler goes inside of Randy, coming to the start-finish line. Looks like Tristan fell back just a little bit. Oh, somebody catches the pipe, hooks up Richard. No harm, no foul as Richard, goes off track a little bit. His lap has been counted, so he should be good to go. As Willie Amos Smith past the start-finish line is leading us out. Coming onto the straightaway. In the 2, Kyler Cornwell. In the 3 now, Richard Lake as Richard goes up the hill and down it. Tristan in the 4. Brian Day in the 5. Jimmy Leffler in the 6. Rich Williams, Randy Locken, Scott Spear, and Dan Collinsworth round us out, but it did miss Scott's lap, so I do have to put that into the race. We'll see where he finishes out. He should be on a 17-lap run also. We're at 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. Your leader, Willie, past the start-finish line. Kyler, he's got a good 3-second lead, 5-second lead. or 2.5 second lead, I'm sorry, over Richard Lake as Richard trying to reel in Kyler. Looks like Kyler got it wrong coming on the straightaway. Richard up to the 2. Or no? No. My race calling skills are suspect right now. 5 seconds to go, guys. 5 seconds to go. Kyler and Tristan now battling it out. Going up the hill and down the hill. Coming onto the straightaway. Willie's going to bring home this victory. As Willie having a rough lap. Brings home the win. Kyler in the 2, Tristan in the 3, Richard in the 4. That is a race. Everybody is done. And I haven't called a race in a long time.
The race is completed.
That was awful. Scott actually had 16 laps. So he actually
All right, thank you, Mike. All right, let's get all those drivers out. We have 9 of them. We should have no need. Actually, scratch that. We're probably going to have less than 9 because Richard Lake's running back-to-back. We'll give him a chance to get up there. And we'll get two-wheel mod underway here. You guys can roll them out and check them in.
Jim Sylvie.
In the 5 is Dave Nani. In the 4, Aaron Brown. In the 3, Jim Silva. In the 2, Richard Lake. And our top qualifier of the night is
Richard Brody.
Richard Brody.
Aaron Brown. Dave Nani.
He's going to celebrate that TQ with some fish and chips afterwards. I think, right? You're fish and chips, right? I don't know. All right, no one else down the straightaway. No one else down the straightaway. We need someone on the bucket. Looks like Kyler's going there. We need someone underneath the drivers, under the scoring booth. So one marshal under the scoring booth, please. One marshal under the scoring booth. Oh. Morris hiding from me. Never mind. All right. So we got a full complement of marshals here.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Are you okay now, Jim? All right, ready to kick the tires and light the fires. Let's get weird at the sound of the tone. All right, no need to tell these guys to keep it clean because I know they know how Richard tried to go huge over that triple. Trying to make a move for this top spot. It did not pay off. Him and Silve got hung up there in that melee. So Brody's able to take that whole shot and move out in that front spot. Aaron Brown in the 2. Oh, he flips it over and collects Nani. Somehow Nani lands on his feet. He moves into the 3 spot. And he gives away to Aaron. Wow. He gave that up easy. I don't know about that. We'll talk about that later. So Brody in the 1. Richard Lake found himself back in the 2 spot. Aaron Brown in the 3. Nani in the 4. And Jim Silve on some early mistakes finds his way at the back of the field. But we are only 45 seconds in, so there is plenty of time to make some moves here. 1.7 separates 1 and 2. 2 and 3 separated by 1.6. Silve 4/10 off the back door. Oh, he gets around Nani. So Silve moves up a spot. Lake pops it off the pipe, then puts it on 2 wheels. That's going to let Aaron Brown squeeze in just a little bit, just as Lake was making some strides on the leader here. So the leader off the straightaway, working his way through the center section. And then we got Lake and Brown going at it through that triple section off that kicker. Their gap was, oh, no, Aaron Brown puts it upside down. They were neck and neck there. Now Jim Silve is going to close in on Aaron Brown. So the gap between 1 and 2 was 1.9. Brody was able to squeeze out that top qualifier spot in that second round there. We'll see if he'll be able to take advantage of it and remain out front as he still is. But Lake is breathing down his neck as they work their way through that center section. The fast lap so far out of this 5-minute dance. Brody spins it around and collects Lake. Lake's able to push him back wheels forward, so they are 1 and 2 down the straightaway. Lake didn't really try to push the issue there. He knows it's early in the game here. He's got time through the bull turn they go. So the gap was 1.2. Gap is now 1.4, or has stretched to 1.4. So 1 and 2 work their way through the chicane. Aaron Brown's able to stretch out a little bit from Silve. Silve pushes it wide. Then Aaron Brown puts it upside down going on the straightaway. He gets a quick marshal by Scott Spear. And then he spins around again at the end of the straightaway, enough to let Silve go around. So now Silve's found his way into the 3 spot where he originally qualified. 9/10 of a second separated first and second. It will not be that when they come by here. It's going to be a lot shorter than that. It is 0.2 of a second. Silva does a cartwheel by the start finish line. That allows Aaron Brown to retake that number 3 spot. Through the chicane they go. So we got a close battle between 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4. Silva moves around on a Brown mistake, working through the way through that center section. 3:39. I forgot to switch it to a 5 minutes, so you guys are rocking 7 minutes. So you guys lucked out on that one. You get a little extra time out of me here. Brody by the start finish line. Richard close behind. Less than a 10th. They're just a couple car lengths from one another. So Brody's got the speed. Lake's got the, Lake's got the speed. Brody's got the consistency. They tie into each other, and they let one another go by. So they are still playing cat and mouse, working their way through the rumble section into the chicane, and then battle for 3rd place. And then they both get around, going on to the straightaway. No one's catching a break out of these two. One makes a mistake, ends up collecting the other. And then we got a battle for the 3rd place, Silve and Brown going at it. So we got 2 AE cars going for 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, the TLR cars. Looks like Silve was able to capitalize on a Aaron Brown mistake and stretch out just a little bit. 2:20 to go, 2:20 to go. Oh, Brody swings it wide, and Lake gets around. So Lake's going to take the lead for the first time in the race. Through the bull turn they go, through that kicker, over that floater. By the start-finish line they go. Lake pushed it just a little wide, and then Brody goes huge over the
2 minutes
tabletop.
left.
Gets ahead of him for a slight second, and then Richard takes it right back. Saying swiper, no swipey. Watching the bull turn. It is clear. We got our 2 leaders rolling up on Nani. So right now the gap has closed now between 3 and 4. So, or I should say 3. So now Jim Silve with the early mistakes is putting it together, and he is on the hunt for that 2 place. And Brody spins it wrong. Silve gets around, so now Silve into the 2. Brody drops down to the 3, and he's making mistakes, and then Aaron Brown is in the hunt. And then he breaks in a weird spot of the track. I'm not sure how that happened. The rear wheel gave up the ghost and just gave out. All right, so Richard Lake out front. Silve in the 2. So Richard Lake with the hot laps, and then the consistency of Silve. Right now they're kind of evening it out, but Lake's going to stretch out his lead a little bit. It was 1.2. It is now 2.1. So 45 seconds left in our 7-minute 2-wheel drive modified A main. It's Richard Lake and Silve down the straightaway. Richard Brody down the straightaway now in that 3 spot. Nani moves into the 4 with 30 seconds left. Less than 10, less than 10 in this 7-minute main. Up next is our sportsman / novice. Lake's pulling away, less than 3. This is going to be it. When you cross the line, you will be done. Nani's going to swing on by for that 4 spot, and there's Richard Lake taking the win. Sylve going to be in the 2, and Brody in the 3. That is it. That is it. I'll stop. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your
The race is
blowers.
completed.
We're going to get race number 7 underway here in just a minute or two. So race number 7, you guys are welcome to drop your cars. Head on up there. We're going to need all those mod drivers out in the field. All right, so sportsman / novice, Justin Adams, Connor Cooley, Aaron King, Anton Morissette, and Nick Marklis. You guys are up. Get your cars powered on and thrown down on the track. We're going to need all those mod drivers out on the field on a blue cone along with a handful of marshals.
Anton Morissette.
All right. You guys go to roll them out. Check them in.
1 minute to the start
In
of
the
the
1
race.
spot's going to be Aaron King. In the 2, Anton Morissette. In the 3, Nick Marklis. In the 4, Justin Adams. And in the 5, Connor Cooley.
"45 seconds to the start of the race. Nick Markoulis.
All right. No one else down the straightaway. No one else down the straightaway.
Aaron King. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, you're in the 4 there, kiddo. All right.
Less than 5.
We need a marshal underneath the driver's stand, please. One marshal under the driver's stand, please. Thank you, sir. All right. Driver's ready, marshal's ready. Let's keep it clean and cool onto this first couple of turns here. We're going racing at the sound of the tone. Yeah, novice drivers getting in on this start. Now they both get into each other, into that triple. They're scrapping it out. Justin Adams was up front. Connor Cooley goes huge and overtakes that spot. All right, Aaron King first down the straightaway, followed by Anton Marklis working his way onto the strip. And then Adams gets it wrong into the ditch. Oh, and then Connor Cooley sends it out of the stadium. Sylve's got to go rock crawling, climbing over the wall. There's Justin Adams over through that center section. Scratch that by the start-finish line. Cooley working his way over his floater. Anton moved his way into the 2 and then pushes it wide. Aaron King gets back around. Connor puts it upside down on the rumble strip there. Watch up on top, watch up on top. Anton running into some bad luck there, long ways from a marshal. Aaron King's able to capitalize and stretches out huge. Watch going down the straight. That was Adams. Looks like Adams got overtaken by Cooley. Aaron King off to the races by the start-finish line. He goes. And then Cooley puts it upside down. That allows Connor to move into the 1 spot for the novice division. because I'm a dum-dum. Leah's going to have to marshal out. Adams. Cooley not close enough to capitalize. We got Marklis upside down. Fortunately, the marshal was on the other side of the ring there. 7 and 8. Adams. Adams has to marshal himself out. And he's TLR, or his associated ride by the start-finish line. He goes. Cooley's getting caged up in the pipes. Wow. Leah lets Richard beat her.
2 minutes left.
Hey, she's marshaled like 10 races, though, so she's a little winded. Leah running 2 classes, marshaling. She's definitely got the MVP award for tonight. Here comes Cooley, clicking off another lap in the 2 spot in that novice class there. Aaron King out front. Anton, I don't know if Anton's able to close the gap at all. He ran into some trouble there and had to get marshaled out, and he is not anywhere close. Aaron King's running nice and smooth through that center section. Looks like Aaron King's looking to put a lap on the field here.
One minute left.
So we had an uncharacteristically low turnout for novice. We only had 2 of them, so they got these 2 guys their first time out, got the baptism of fire, running around with these sportsman guys. All right, 18 seconds left, 18 seconds left. Watching that bull section, watching that bull section. Justin Adams going to lead it out for the novice class. And that is time, that is time. You guys will be done when you cross the line. Here comes Aaron King, working his way in that center section through that bull turn. Going to take the win. He's got it in the bag. We got Marklis and Anton. I don't know if they're in the same, they are not in the same lap. So there is no race to the finish here. All right, that is a race. That is a race. All stop, taking the win in the novice class. Justin Adams in the 2. Connor Cooley taking the win in sportsman. Aaron King in the 2. Anton Morissette in the 3. Nick Marklis.
The race
all
is
right,
completed.
last race is coming at you. We're going to need a handful of volunteers and all those sportsman drivers. All right, we're going to need a handful of volunteers so we can kick this show off and end it on a high note. We're going sub 11 p.m. on this program. So let's go. Let's get some marshals out there. Leah, the Rock, she's out there. We need all of our 13.5 sportsmen out there. We got Aaron, we got King, Marklis, and Cooley out there. All right, expert drivers, go ahead and roll them out and check them in. Roll them out, check them in. We're going to need 2 or 3 marshals, please. 2 or 3 marshals out on the track, please.
1 minute to the start of the race.
In the 6, Nick Bayette. In the 5, Perry Mayfield. In the 3, or the 4, Anthony Girolando. In the 3,
Rich
Zach
Williams.
McConnell.
Slim Shady.
He is going to scratch out. In the 2, Tucker
Anthony
McCumber.
Girolando.
And our pole sitter
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Rich Williams.
Perry Mayfield.
All right, we're going to have no one else down the straightaway. No one else down the straightaway. Let's get
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Mr. Mayfield and Mr. Bayette gridded up. We still need 1, 2 marshals, please. 2 marshals. One on the end of the
15 seconds
straightaway
to the start
on
of the
cone number
race.
0. 2 marshals, please. 2 marshals. One on cone number 0. One underneath the scoring booth. 2 marshals, please.
Less than 5.
2 marshals. 1 marshal. All right, you're going to be able to cover that area there. Left side, just above these wings. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. All right. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Let's go racing at the sound of the tone. McCumber saying hi to a pipe and puts it upside down, and that bull turn. Lee is going to have to right him, and he gets back up and going, and then bonks it in the pipes again, so he's off to a bad start. Rich Williams taking advantage. He's in the 1. Girolando moves into the 2. They both are working their way through that center portion of the track. Then we got Mayfield, Bayette, and then McCumber. Plenty of time left, Tucker. Plenty of time. McCumber not a fan of that bull turn. There, Rich Williams pushes it wide, opens the door for Girolando. Girolando cannot seal the deal, however. So Rich Williams finds a way to stay out front on that mishap in the bull turn. Bull turn is rearing its ugly head for these guys. It's 1 and 2 come down the straightaway in a league of their own. McCumber having a tough time. He's pulling it into the pits right now. So we got a battle for 3 and 4 between Bayette and Mayfield as 1 and 2 work their way through that kicker. Both of them make a little mistake. Girolando makes the bigger mistake. Mayfield not letting Bayette out of his sights as they work their way over that kicker. Over the floater by the start-finish line. Rich Williams able to gap out a little bit from Girolando. So the gap was 2.9. Looks like he got a little bit bigger of a lead there. It is now 3.8. So with 2 minutes in and 3 to go, it's all Rich Williams in that TLR 22X4. Cumber slamming on the brakes there, not wanting to interfere with that leader. Girolando kisses the pipe and no harm is done. He loses little time. Rich Williams through that chicane as Girolando comes by the start-finish line. So Rich Williams slowly but steadily stretching out his lead. He's got a 7.1 second lead over the second-place driver. Our closest battle right now is between Bayette and Mayfield, but that is a 5-second gap, so it looks like everyone is finding their groove and their position. So absent some serious mishaps, everyone's kind of set in their position right now with 2 minutes left of our four-wheel drive 13.5 expert class. It's going to end our Wednesday night club. Thanks again for everyone coming out. Hope you all had a good time. Make sure you have a safe drive home after this race. No need to blow off the track. Just pack up
2
your
minutes
stuff
left.
and get on out of here. Again, if you have a tab and you have not settled up, please go in the store and take care of that. Girolando had some mistakes there, and I think that allowed Nick Bayette to close the gap. He did, so he is 1 second behind in that 2 spot. So now we got a battle materializing, and Girolando puts it upside down. Nick Bayette takes the long way around, but still gets around. Rich Williams biffs it, puts it out in the weeds, but he's so far ahead, he can cash in some seconds. So Bayette finds himself into the 2 off of a series of Girolando mistakes. So Bayette pushes a little wide going into that chicane, loses a little bit of time, but has a pretty healthy gap on Girolando. Oh, no, and Girolando puts it upside down. Again, going on the straightaway is going to have to get marshaled out. So we did have a close battle going on there. But it has stretched out with 60 seconds left.
1 minute left.
60 seconds left. Rich Williams, all he's got to do is keep his car in one piece in good working order. And he's going to cruise to that victory. Bayette's got himself a healthy lead despite putting it upside down. Leah's going to go out and grab him, put him back up. Girolando capitalized on it and is able to close the gap. The gap was 4.5. It is now 1.8, so still hope for Girolando. He sees second place in his crosshairs. Rich Williams found himself in the middle of that race there. So we'll see what happens here in the closing seconds. There's 18 seconds left. They might get around for one more. Let's see what kind of laps they put together. Well, Rich Williams and Bayette will probably get around. I do not think Girolando will. He made a little mistake going on to that straightaway. That had been his nemesis for today, and he will not. So Mayfield will be done in the four, when he crosses the line, he is done. And Girolando's going to have to settle for that 3 spot. And cruising to a victory is Rich Williams. Nick Bayette's going to take that 2 spot. As he comes across the start-finish line, we're waiting on Rich Williams to that bull turn. Over the kicker, over the floater, and by the start-finish line he goes. That is it, that is it. I'll stop. That completes our race program for the night. Again, thanks for coming out. Everyone have a safe trip home, and make sure you go in and take care of your tabs before you get out of here. Track is closed. Track
The race is
is
completed.
closed.